Okay, in chapter 12, we looked at all the different rules around logs. Now we'll look at using logs to solve equations. So our first set, we're going to solve 7 to the power of x equals 45. So this is where we have one term that is something to the power of x. So the first thing we do is take logs at both sides. Now I'm going to use log base 10 throughout. You could pick any one. It just makes more sense to use base 10 because you've got the button on your calculator and it's really straightforward. So we can write, well, if 7 to the power of x equals 45, that means the log of 7 to the power of x equals the log of 45. So I'm taking logs at both sides. Now this x here, using our rules from the last chapter, I can bring that down in front. So we'll get x log 7 equals log 45. So x equals log 45 over log 7. Now use the fraction button in your calculator and you can type it in and it's nice and straightforward. And when you get that, we get 1.96, and I'm just doing everything to 3 significant figures. Part B then, solve 8 to the power of minus x equals 1.96. So our difference here now is that x is a minus. Again, take logs at both sides. Bring the x down, but this time it's minus x. Log 8 equals log 1.96. Divide across by log 8. And you get that minus x equals 0.3236, etc. So that means x equals minus 0.324 to 3 significant figures. Question 2, part A, solve 6 to the power of 2x minus 1 equals 5. So now what we've got in our index is just slightly more complicated than just x or minus x, but we'll do it in exactly the same way. Take logs at both sides. And now bring down our power. So we're bringing down 2x minus 1 in front of the log 6. Now I'm going to divide across by log 6. I'm going to bring my minus 1 across and make it plus 1. So I'm going to do this part on my calculator and get what 2x is, and I get 1.8982, and then divide by 2 and I get 0.949 to 3 significant figures. Okay, part B, solve 4 to the power of 1 minus a third x equals 11. Again, take logs to start. And bring down our power. So it's 1 minus a third x upon log 4 equals log 11. I'm going to bring the log 4 over and divide. Okay, now because this is minus a third x, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part over to the right-hand side, and I'm going to take the log 11 over log 4 over to the left-hand side. So I get 1 minus log 11 over log 4 equals a third x. So working out 1 minus log 11 over log 4 on my calculator, I get that a third x is minus 0.7297, etc. And then multiply by 3 to get what x is, and we'll get minus 2.19, again to 3 significant figures. Our last type then, and this is the most complicated, where we've got powers on both sides. We're solving 4 to the power of 3x minus 1 equals 7 to the power of x plus 2. Again, we're going to start by taking logs. And then we're going to bring down now the powers on both sides. Okay, so we get 3x minus 1 upon log 4 equals x plus 2 upon log 7. So we're going to need to multiply out our brackets. So we'll get 3x log 4 minus log 4 equals x log 7 plus 2 log 7. Now I want to get everything, just like a normal equation, I want to get everything with x's to one side and everything else to the other side. So we've got 3x log 4 minus x log 7 on the left-hand side. The 2 log 7 is staying on the right, and the minus log 4 is going to come across and become plus log 4. Now on the left-hand side, I want to take x out as a factor. So in the brackets, I'm left with 3 log 4 minus log 7 equals 2 log 7 plus log 4. And now I'm going to divide 2 log 7 plus log 4 by our bracket of 3 log 4 minus log 7. And I haven't touched the calculator yet. I've done all that without a calculator, and it's only now that I'm going to use a calculator. So if you put press the fractions button in your calculator, enter it exactly as it is here. Sometimes it depends on your calculator, but some of them will open up a bracket after log and you might need to close it again, but that'll be it. And when you put that in, we get 2.39 to 3 significant figures. Our last one then, solve 4 to the power of 1 minus 2x equals 3 to the power of 4x minus 1. You'll be shocked to hear we start by taking logs. And then bringing the index down. So hopefully you can see there's a real pattern to these questions. We've got brackets here that we'll have to multiply out. So we'll get log 4 minus 2x log 4 equals 4x log 3 minus log 3. I'm going to bring the x's this time across to the right-hand side to keep them positive. So log 4 plus log 3 on the left-hand side. And we've got 4x log 3 plus 2x log 4. Then on the right-hand side, left-hand side stays the same. On the right-hand side, then, we want to take x out as a factor. And then to get x, I'm going to divide the log 4 plus log 3 by our 4 log 3 plus 2 log 4. Again, we put that into our calculator and we get 0.347 to 3 significant figures.